What if the Ashen were to come back? Welcome to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. The Ashen were a very different race of humans. They were more advanced than us as the Tauri, but they seem to have evolved into a species that thought very differently and acted very differently than any other humanoid civilization in the galaxy. Although very intelligent, practical and perceptive, and above all, patient, they often lacked the emotion that most humanoid civilizations have. And they are what we would call villains. Although at first glance, when you meet the Ashen, they look to appear to be freely giving out technology and knowledge, information, and even joining the Ashen Confederacy. They hold an ulterior motive, and that is to wipe out any civilization that they come into contact with and take their resources. We first meet the Ashen in the episode 2010, in which SG-1 had met the Ashen. We had formed an alliance with them, and the whole world then knew about the Stargate project, and as a result of this we were given technology, cures for illnesses, we had lots more knowledge about the universe. They appeared to be a benevolent species that was helping the human race. But it turns out that they weren't all that good. They were sterilizing the population so that basically we would all die out naturally, and this is where their patient nature comes into play. Their general plan of attack is to integrate themselves with a society, form an alliance, and make themselves part of that society. They will then do something to sterilize the population and make that population of that particular species die out. Once that has happened and everyone from that population is gone, they take the planet and the resources. Now this can take a long time, 60, 70, 100 years. It doesn't matter to these people. They are very patient and they will wait. Now the good news is in Stargate SG-1, the episode 2010, they actually were able to send a message back in time via the Stargate using a solar flare. Send a message back to the past to say, do not trust the Ashen. Crisis averted. However, we then meet the Ashen again in the episode entitled 2001. We see firsthand what they have done to another civilization, literally killing the civilization, taking all the resources and building on top of it. Using a population to gather resources to send back to the Ashen home world. And in this episode, the Ashen do indeed try again to form an alliance with Earth, although this is now technically the first time they've done it because the first time never happened. It's all timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff. Different franchise, I know, but it works. Now, SG-1 do discover the Ashen's plan and stop the alliance from ever happening, and in fact trick the Ashen by giving them a list of gate addresses that they can explore. The first address in the list being a black hole, and that is the last we ever see of them.
I just hope we don't regret giving them those gate addresses.
I don't think we will. First one being a black hole and all.
They get progressively darker after that.
Now it is presumed that the Ashen would have went to this planet, went to the black hole and destroyed their entire civilization. However, what if they are still around? We know that they're a very patient race. We know that they had a confederacy, a big nation of multiple planets they've taken over the years. Just because one planet got absorbed by a black hole doesn't mean that the Ashen are not still out there. And they're gunning for blood because of what we did to them. So here's my idea. If Stargate was to be renewed, if Stargate was to continue, a new villain, a new idea could be that the Ashen are back. They've been waiting patiently all of this time. They've been plotting, they've been planning, and they are coming for Earth. Now, they're not stupid. They will have seen what has happened in the galaxy. They will have seen the rise and the fall of the Goa'uld, the replicators, and the Ori. And will have no doubt developed new technologies in order to help protect themselves from those threats as well. They might now have ships of war with fighter craft. They might actually have weapons. And they might present themselves once again as a benevolent race, something other than the Ashen, and it might turn out that they are the Ashen later on. It might be a plot twist that we find out midway or towards the end of the first season. Just imagine an SG team comes back having formed an alliance with another race of aliens who promise to give us technology and knowledge and help us with resources. It then turns out halfway through the season that all the bad things that have been happening are actually a result of this new race who are the Ashen, who have just integrated themselves into this new society, given themselves a new identity, and they are now the main threat. Will the Tauri figure it out just in time, or will it all hit the fan at once, and will we repeat the mistakes of the past? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below, and if you are new to the YouTube channel, make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification so you don't miss a single video. Also, whilst you're down there, consider becoming a fully fledged SciTrekker. Hit the join button down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.